Are we rolling?
No,
Yes.
Oh, good morning, Shrewsbury. Our annual Super Bowl show. Nick is the planner here. We got this all set up. Got John and Terry as we always do, and of course Billy and Bobby. We're back for our annual. Whatever Nick picks, everybody else picks against them. So.
Barbaro's going to win the Super Bowl.
I guess not. Don't worry. He said we're going, so we're
Hey,
going.
what did you say?
Barbaro's going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, here we go. Start already on Barbaro. Poor Barbaro.
Oh, yeah, he's going to win the...
You know, Barbaro is on my cabinet. All right, in a Elmer's.
I
Elmer's
gave him.
glue
I
bottle.
gave him.
Yeah, right.
He's in my freezer.
Brajols?
Poor Barbaro.
Well, finish this conversation. This was interesting.
I know, but I want to talk to these guys about and you know, it's all over everywhere. I'm sure you've heard it. Does he get preferential treatment, Mahomes? What do you guys think? Honestly, your coaches.
Seems that way.
John and I have talked to our lawyers before we respond. How in my coaching situation.
Well, you know where we stand with referees.
We don't care. We don't care.
So here's what I'm going to say about that. See if John agrees. I think there are some questionable calls. However, I think the Chiefs are very well prepared too. But I do think Mahomes kind of like goats it in, and it's like kind of like the Montreal Canadiens back in the day when they kind of flopped a little bit too.
We did a flop in the last game.
He did. And I got to tell you, maybe I'm blind because I'm 61, but my God, Josh Allen had a first down.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it
He did.
sure
See
looked
the
it to me.
guy from the other sideline
Right.
had it, you know?
Yes.
How do you, and you reviewed it, how do you miss that?
How does the review?
This is the
That's
NFL.
what I'm saying. There's
This
no
isn't-
way the
this
ball, you
isn't,
go by, you hear all the time, you go by where the ball is.
I saw something. I
Oh.
saw something. I don't know where I saw it, where they do the tennis thing, you know, where they challenge and the ball comes and it hits the line by a millimeter. Why can't the NFL's got $75 gazillion? They don't have something that can tell you that.
They got 75 gazillion
Put it-
cameras on the game too.
So put something in the ball. Something. There's something that they should be able to do.
Right.
I agree.
Some kind of chip. That
Yeah.
If you hit the line, it's
Yeah. Touchdown. What's the a first down? Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
In my opinion, if Mahomes took anywhere near some of the hits Brady took over his career, all the other teams would be in jail. They'd be the automatic winner of the Super Bowl every year. It's ridiculous.
Did you see the commercial where they said, "This is Mahomes. This is the way Philadelphia's going to tackle Mahomes. You pick him up, you put him jumping onto the ground, you give him a pillow, you cover him with a blanket."
And put his bottle
Now he's
in his
down.
mouth.
Really.
Now
Give
he's
him a pass.
But you know what? Say what you will about Mahomes. The guy is amazing. He has a penchant to win, and he's got a great line.
He does it like Brady did it without many guys.
You're right.
You know, I mean, they got wide
Absolutely.
receivers.
I know.
That's all. Kelsey, okay, I'll give you him.
And their
Running
running
backs,
backs,
not so.
and their running backs. I mean, they got
Kareem Hunt's off the scrap.
Kareem Hunt, didn't he get arrested for beating his girlfriend? He's going to the Super Bowl. I don't know. They're an easy team, in my opinion, to hate. Right?
It's kind of like the Pats 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly
The
right.
rest of the country.
You're absolutely
You're
right.
absolutely right.
Yankees.
But listen, we lived through 50 years of being the absolute poop of the league. We did. I mean, we lived it. I used to go to
Like a
those
news
stupid
player,
games.
we're right there now again.
We're lower than.
That is true. We should have lost that last game, then traded the first pick for 5 linemen.
I thought Philadelphia was impressive though.
Yeah.
In
They were.
beating, who was it?
Washington. Commanders.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah,
what? They forced 4 turnovers.
Was Washington that good? I mean, they beat Detroit, but Detroit had no defense. They were
Made so many
decimated.
They're all
injuries too.
banged up.
They were
yeah.
29 guys to start. 29 different starters on Detroit's defense this year.
It looked like Philly just dominated defensively. I mean,
Yeah, it did.
they're so much
They did.
pressure.
Yeah.
They're dominating up front. I mean, that's going to be interesting. I read today that Mahomes, he's been sacked 16 times this year. It's the most in his career.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting because it seems like Philly's strength is their front.
Yeah.
So if they're
That
gonna be able to get-
what's his name? 98. I don't,
98. He is good.
isn't he in
He is
second
good
year?
with
Man?
Georgia.
Jalen Carter, is that his
Oh,
name?
he's
Well,
good.
you know, to John's point about pressure too, they get pressure with 4 guys,
Yeah, they do.
which is, you know, if you do simple math, if you can get pressure with 4 guys, you got 7 guys in coverage. So that's, you know, very unusual in the NFL. Most people have to bring pressure, and sometimes they play zero coverage behind it. So that's really tough.
You think
against
they'll
them.
have somebody that could cover Kelsey?
Well, he
You
didn't
think
do much last
somebody will
game.
keep him covered?
Buffalo did a great
Yeah,
job.
he
on
didn't
him.
do much
But
last
the
game.
game before,
Yeah, he was like unbelievable.
yeah, they will.
Seems like every time he catches the ball,
You
he's
know what
wide
though?
open.
You know,
Yeah.
I think, and I heard this on the radio today. Andy Reid is a brilliant coach because he coaches to win a particular game.
Yeah.
He doesn't coach, says this is what we're going to do on offense. This is what we're going to. He looks at the team and he does what he has to do. Belichick, same thing. How many times we see White catch passes out of the backfield? 12, 13 times a game. Next game, 0.
And it's not a matter of how many points they won. They win by 1 point,
Yeah,
2
they don't-
points. It's like
that's
the
all they're
Patriots
gonna do.
used to.
Yeah.
Just
All
win,
of a sudden,
baby.
Schuster comes out of nowhere, catches 2 balls in the first
Right.
10 plays.
I also think,
You're right.
and I don't know coaches in the NFL that much, but Spag's been around a long time.
He's from Grafton, right?
Yeah,
Great coach.
yeah. He is a good
You know him?
defensive coach.
No?
I don't know.
You know him, Coach?
No, I don't.
His daughter
I know his
this year
brothers.
retired.
Yeah, I
Niece,
Kurt and
niece,
whatever.
Yeah.
niece, maybe?
Because Kyle played for me in 2018.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're
played
twins.
basketball.
I can't remember the other one's name, Kurt. But he's been around the block.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a head coach. He's been a defensive coordinator for the last 15 years. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's a good coach. So
Can Kansas City get to Hurts?
can
With Spagnola?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can
Got
they-
to Josh Allen, so they can get to him.
Yeah.
he'll blitz? He'll blitz. I mean, that's what
Spagnola
he did
is,
to Allen.
he's a great defensive coach. He's a great mind.
I don't
He'll
know.
figure something out.
I think just my opinion. I don't know anything about football. I think Philadelphia.
Finally, you agreed.
I know. I think Philadelphia's gonna pull a Terry Wallace in the second half against the Leominster game, and just control the ball, run the ball, keep it out of Mahomes' hands, and score touchdowns at the end of those
Well, it's funny you said that, John.
drives.
The key number in this game, in my opinion, is 7. It has nothing to do with points.
7 possessions.
Yes. So 7 possessions, you say to yourself, if you're Philadelphia, 7 possessions, we got to hold Kansas City 4 times, let them score 3, and we got to score 24 to beat them. That's realistic. And that's by running the ball, being physical on both sides of the ball, play action pass, using Hurts in the run game, you know, somewhat too. But that's what they got to be thinking. Because if you give the ball to Mahomes like 8, 9, 10%, you're just asking for trouble.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought coming over here, I said, geez, if they can hold it, similar to my last year we played St. John's. John, they were unbelievable. I think they won a state championship. I went to the state championship, and on paper we weren't even close. And the year before we beat them 51-46, which was a crazy game. But this game I knew offensively we couldn't stay up with it, so we said we're going to make it a 6-possession game, and we got to hold them 3 times, and we did. We beat them 23-22. You know. Because I knew 8 possessions, St. John, they're going to score 6. I don't think I can score 6, you know. So I think Philly's probably saying, you know what, play our game. Don't be conservative. Play to win, but play our game. Our game is running the football, being physical on both sides of the ball, and keep the best defense is Pat Mahomes on the sideline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saquon is it's like, who is this guy? You watched him with the Giants and you went,
Giants had no.
I can't believe they took him with
Yeah.
this.
They didn't have an offensive
They
line
had
at
no
all.
offensive
Well, I
line.
know, I know.
Quarterback.
I mean, they get him into
Yeah.
the 2 steps
Yeah,
beyond the
he's
line.
still not a quarterback.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, he's real good.
He
is
did
good.
the backwards vault over the tackler.
Yeah.
How much better is both teams today than they were 2 years ago when they played before, the last time they played in the Super Bowl?
Seems like they're not as good offensively.
I don't think Mahomes is as good offensively.
I don't think they have as many weapons. as
No,
they
I
do.
don't think so either.
Because the final score of that game was 38-35.
Was that what it was?
38-35.
Yeah, and didn't
they won
Kansas
by
City have to come back late in the game?
They did.
They
They
got
did.
that stupid holding call
Right.
like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So, I mean, if they're not that much better, that means the scoring is going to be less. I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty good. I mean, both teams can still score. And if they're not playing defense, I don't know.
I look at Kansas City and I say, somebody said it before about Brady having Rete Caldwell and still winning championships.
Deer in the headlights.
Who are their wide receivers? Who's
nice.
Kansas City's wide receivers?
Worthy. That's about all.
Yeah, and-
Worthy. Schuster.
Yeah, the guy with the Patriots, they throw the ball, he'd hit him right here in the chest, and he'd drop it, and he's making these unbelievable.
Yeah, Kelsey's their guy, right?
Kelsey. Yeah.
Kelsey and the running backs to get the running backs the ball.
yeah.
Worthy for Kansas City's pretty good.
Yeah, he's good.
He is.
Yeah.
But you can't win with one wide receiver. You can shut one guy down. I don't know. To Nick's point, Mahomes has it, I guess.
he does.
I also say too,
does.
he. I mean, you know this as a coach, like that. Any quarterback that can extend plays, it's just it's a bear. I mean, you'll see how many times 3rd down and 8.
Yeah.
You know, the play called for the Chiefs doesn't work, and then he gets flushed.
Yeah. And,
And
picks
everybody
up
adjusts their
14.
routes, and he's thrown back across his body for a 12-yard gain, or he runs for 9.
Or flips his.
and he extends the drive.
He switches it to his left hand. And come on, who does that? Can you see one? I can
Patrick
see both of
Mahomes.
you guys.
Yeah, if you're
if one of
quarterback,
your
yeah.
quarterbacks switched hands and tried to throw it lefty.
If it was Mahomes, he could do whatever he wanted.
That's right. Nice job, Pat.
That's all coaching.
I coached that. Yeah, I coached that.
Yeah. I told him to throw that left-handed pass like
Set
that.
that up earlier in the game.
Well, to John's point, right? This is when you have a quarterback that can extend plays, you become a much better coach. Let me tell you, you really do.
But you have the play you're trying to defend, right? If
Right.
you defend it well, then it becomes just street law football.
Right.
You know,
I
how
mean,
many times he does that?
The kid I had the last 2 years, Josh Romeo, when he broke contain, I was okay because he was either going to throw it to the open guy, or if not, he was going to take it and run. I knew he'd make good
We
decisions.
were on the other side of that, scared to death of that kid.
Yeah,
'Cause
I mean,
you just don't know what's going to happen.
Right, and he's one of those kids. I mean, you had it with Drew too, and same type of thing. You didn't. You wanted to contain him in the pocket, even though he's a good passer. At least you can kind of. But once he gets going, it's a tough thing. And Mahomes has really shown a knack to run in the clutch.
Yeah.
He's not one of those guys that like
He's
Josh.
not like Josh Allen.
No, but he runs when they got to have it.
Right. He does.
You know?
That he had that touchdown the other day that was just an edge read.
Right.
Kept on the edge.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
Philly contained Daniels. They did contain him.
Who?
Philly.
Philly's defense is filthy.
Yeah,
they're really
yeah.
they're back
They
7.
contained him. He only had 5 yards running.
Is that all he had?
That's all he had.
It's going to be interesting because Philly's defense seems like it's going to be able to get pressure on Mahomes, and then they said the Chiefs' defense, the run defense, is excellent.
Right.
know,
So it's
so
kind of
they-
like something's got to give.
Yes.
Could be a punt fest.
Yeah. The games always seem to start slow.
When
in Super
Kansas
Bowl,
City
don't they?
beat-
Scoreless after one.
Right.
It was all
Yeah.
points.
When
What game
Kansas
was
City
it they
beat
scored
the
like-
Bills this
yeah.
year, where was that game? Was that
Buffalo.
Didn't
It
the
was
Bills
in Buffalo,
Didn't the Bills?
and they beat them.
Yeah. Third
What
place
what did they do special that game? Was it home field advantage?
Well,
Was it?
Nick, they said that. They're 4-0 against Kansas City during the regular season. 0-3 or 0-4 now. in the
What are they
playoffs.
doing? What's the difference?
I think coaching. I believe it's coaching.
Yeah, their coaches are fabulous. Not
Yeah.
the Buffalo's not good.
Both
coaches.
coaches.
Buffalo?
Spagnuolo.
No, Kansas City.
Reed.
No.
They just know how to win. They just know how to win.
They really
Buffalo's-
need to win.
Buffalo's
Not really.
coach, I don't
Okay.
think.
I
I don't think he's
don't know.
the answer. That's my opinion.
What?
The
What was it?
Buffalo coach.
he's not good.
No.
Well, they got a little conservative in the fourth quarter. I thought Buffalo.
Yeah.
Again, you guys know me well enough about. I always play to win,
Yeah.
and you got to do that the whole time because as soon as you go play not to lose,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
did.
you're right.
Well, when they were going for the 2
Good point.
points,
Good point.
right?
Yeah.
They could have been up 32-31, whatever the score was.
Right.
If they'd kicked the extra points.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Instead, he was going for the
That
2.
seemed early. to me.
It did.
I said it before they even ran the play.
Yeah.
It just seemed early.
I agree.
To chase the point.
Right.
What was the score at that time? Remember?
So it was
21
It was no, they scored. It was 22-21, and it went for 2.
Yes.
To make it try to.
Yes.
But that
So-
was the second time they went for 2.
Yes.
Yes, it was 21-16.
They went to try to make it
So
21-18.
John, watch the answer John and I have on this one. Are you ready? So you kick the extra point. It's good. Penalty flag.
Yeah.
Then you go for it.
They did, and they didn't get it.
And they get it.
So the kind of the adage is,
They
once you
stopped
have points on
Josh-
the
they
board, it's
stopped
like
Josh Allen.
football
I
taboo.
know.
Don't take them off the board.
They
But
should.
as a coach, you're like only 1 yard away. We should get
What
1
they
yard
should
until you
have
run the
done,
play.
Johnny, they should have run the jet sweep.
Oh, please.
I'll tell you
that
what.
in the NFL.
I'll tell you what. It was better than 4
I know.
Buffalo pushes.
tried to run
Whatever
the
they call
jet
it.
Here we go.
One of the other
Here we go.
No,
you had
I'm
to
not gonna
open
go.
that up.
I'm not
right?
going to go there. I'm not going to go there. We're only negative 1,163 yards over my career as an
This year
announcer.
with Teddy,
Yeah, we did better.
he was outstanding
Yeah, we did
running
do
that
better
play.
this
He
year.
was.
We
I
did.
have to admit, he was an excellent runner. On
got
that
speed.
jet sweep.
You need speed.
That's what it is. That's
Speed
what
makes
it
everything
is.
look good.
It's true. I say it all the time.
Okay.
They run it.
You know what?
Miami
Here we
runs
go.
with Tyreek Hill.
Johnny, you know what?
Nobody can catch him.
You know what happened there? Terry, for years, failed at the jet sweep to set up
Set up-
John to be successful in the future.
Oh, here we go.
That's exactly it. Now, wait, now, let's go back to the game Shrewsbury versus Dory this year. I'll give my friend John Aloisi big props here. You ready? 21-21. They run a jet sweep, right? I don't know, got like 3 or 4 yards. He doesn't care about that. Then right after that, he fakes a jet sweep and runs a screen off of it and gets like, what, 40 yards?
Yeah, we got a big play off of that.
He did.
As a counter.
That sounds like somebody I know. I can't. I set up a play.
Yeah. I lose 7 yards so I can gain like 22.
I love watching you guys play against each other. It is a real treat for me. I'm telling you.
Well,
I still
do.
can't believe you didn't go for 2.
I couldn't believe it either. I was on. Matter of fact, my brother said, doesn't say 2 words, like, you didn't go for 2.
Oh, this year when it was 21.
Oh yeah, never-
Yeah,
in
I
my whole life, I've never not.
What do we?
But here's what
3
my
minutes left, maybe
146.
46.
Here's my thinking. 21-0, we come flying all the way back. If we don't get the 2,
You got momentum.
right, and then you guys just came right down and scored. But normally, 99 times out of 100, I'm going for 2 there.
Yeah.
And we were also talking before you came in. It's finally filtered up. Terry's philosophy. 4th down? Who cares? I'm on my 22 yard. Let's go!
Analytics now. Let's read the analytics.
Pittsburgh. Remember that? Pittsburgh. That's
Listen.
where it started. First time I ever saw it. What is he doing? That was the
Listen.
first time you ever said
Listen,
that.
you play the ball in high school. You got to snap the ball. You got to catch the ball. You got to block.
You gotta not go down on the knee. I know all
All
that
right, let's see how
stuff.
smart you guys are. Right, since you brought this up, what was
Why
the
do you bring it up?
when was the first time I ever did that? That was just outrageous. Matter of fact, the other coach of the other team.
It was Pittsburgh.
No, Leominster. John Dubzinski, 1999. We're on our 22. Our own 22. 4th and 8. Offense on the field. John, I love John. John's on the sideline, and he's walking, and he goes like this. He goes timeout. And I go, punt it. Yeah, that was the first time.
Time out out of him.
Oh, well.
Hey,
Someone
it's a
faked
half-hour show or an hour show?
Someone faked the
No,
punt.
no, we're supposed to take a break at some point.
It ran down a long time.
Yeah, no, we're supposed to get down to a 12. At the 12-minute mark, we're going to take a 3-minute break.
It's 11:38.
We already.
All right.
Yeah, we blew past that like 6 minutes ago.
Yeah. We did. I started going
What
to
a
0.
surprise.
Then we
We're
reset
at
it.
19 minutes right now.
All right.
Okay, you want to take a break? We're going to take a break then? Is that what you want to do?
Let's take a 2-minute break.
All right, we'll take a 2-minute break and then we'll come back. We'll listen to Nick pick the Chiefs because,
And I can take a nap.
yeah. So, again, I'm going to reiterate that I can't believe I have to root for Philadelphia. I just,
Why not?
because I never like
Why
Philadelphia.
not?
Think about it.
What's the matter with
The
you?
76ers, we hated the 76ers. We hated the Flyers. That's what we grew up with.
You didn't. I did it.
You did.
You find a team you hate and you just bet against them. I'll take Philly. That's my pick. 24-21.
Wow, you went quick
I
there.
like that.
Are you tired?
Huh?
Are
You wanna
tired?
leave,
wanna go
Billy?
home?
No, I just want Philly.
Can we cut your nap short?
Wanted it out.
Can I go now?
We'll get you a blankie. I'm sure Mark's got one back there.
Thanks.
All right, so you think 24-21 Philly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll go next. I really want Philadelphia to win. I don't know. It's hard to play 11 on 18, first of all, because there's 7 referees out there. But I'll take Philly 23-20.
Wow. Almost 2.
Only because I hate Kansas
Yeah,
City.
I know. Okay.
I'll go.
You're going to take Kansas City.
Absolutely. I've learned my lesson. I've lost every year for the last how many years?
Me too. I think
I
I've
just
always
think
lost.
they do what they have to do and they get the calls that they need to get called, and I just don't see them with a 3-peat on the line, which is the only feather left for, well, not the only feather left, but one of the hurdles for Mahomes to get that nobody's ever gotten to that. I think he's going to do it. He'll do it. 30-27 Chiefs.
All right, Nick, we got to wait. The coach has got to be last. So
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm with Bobby. I think Kansas City's going to win, but I think the scoring is going to be high again.
He always takes the job.
No, I'm going with my head.
Does he ever take
My
anything
head
else?
tells me to go with Kansas City, and Bobby's right for all the right reasons. Same as him. And I'm going to say high. I think it's going to be 41-39.
Wow.
I don't think so. Not against. Well, in my opinion, against
I think
Philly's
Bud-
defense.
Take the over.
Yeah, I'll go. I got Philly's defense being the difference. 20. You said 24-21. I
Yeah.
said
And I said
27-24. Yeah,
Wow, you
field
got
goal,
Philly?
field goal difference. Yeah, I think their defense is.
Wow,
is
3-2.
Yeah.
Here it comes down to the
But you got
wire.
Mahomes. It's hard to bet against.
I know.
It is hard to bet against them. It is. If I had to bet, if I was putting money on the thing, I'd probably take Kansas City.
Okay, but you can't. Go ahead.
If I'm betting, I'm taking Saquon Barkley anytime score.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going with you, John. Same exact score, 23-20 Philly.
Wow.
So 4 against 2.
You telling me that you're in his head instead of Billy?
No.
How does that happen?
Billy's always in my head.
I know.
He's been trying to get Billy out of his head for years.
But I do think Philly. I said this stuff.
I
in
hope
playoffs.
Philly wins.
You get the later you go, the quarterback plays the difference.
Agreed.
A lot of times,
100%.
So it's hard to put the money on Jalen Hurts instead of.
Because, and
I
he's
know.
hurt too.
I think with
mean,
Barkley, you got a shot.
I know, you
Hurts
do.
with Barkley versus Mahomes, and
Philly's defense just looks. They look so.
You
bad
get
sometimes.
Barkley out in the open field.
Oh, yeah.
He's
I don't know how
amazing.
close the Chiefs are anymore.
And you're right. And I think Terry said it. They rush 4 guys and they get to the quarterback. There's not many teams anymore that do that.
Nobody.
I
Nobody
know.
does it anymore like that. Not with 4 guys.
You know,
Always
now
so.
they send 8, and that's how they do it. But
We'll see.
I don't know.
Okay, so we got some leftover time. Patriots
Yeah, good point,
with
Billy.
Vrabel. Who's he take on his first pick?
Ooh.
what are they picking? Third,
Fourth.
It's not a very strong draft, is
No,
it, this year?
no.
No, it isn't. Not offensively.
But what,
anyways.
his needs. He needs.
I'm
need a
sorry.
wide
The whole
receiver
offensive
position's
line.
not. He needs a whole.
But there's one player that's
He needs
above
all
head
line.
of
He
him.
needs everything.
Carter, is that his name?
For Penn State,
He'll be gone.
Yeah.
he'll be gone by
Carter.
Four.
Carter.
I think so.
Oh,
Carter.
The edge rusher.
So let
Yeah.
me help you answer your question.
Yeah.
What is Mike Vrabel on the side of the ball, offense or defense?
Defense.
Defense.
Okay, so who do you think he's going to pick?
He's going to take
I'm
the
going to
Defensive
give you a
lineman.
hint. Ready? Hail to the victors. Da, da, da. Kid from Michigan.
Yeah.
Who?
Defensive lineman?
Yes,
He's rated that high.
he is. He's rated in the top 5. Or the tackle. Was it tackle from LSU?
Yeah.
He's got
offensive
to
tackle.
go either D line or
Offensive
O-line.
line, yeah.
And D line, I mean,
Absolutely.
I
he
thought though,
on his interview didn't he talk about someone being destructive?
Yeah.
Like John talked about the Philly defensive line. They're destructive defenders. So you need someone.
And that
there
starts
to do
with that
Well,
Jalen Carter.
Why
guy.
wouldn't you take Carter then from Penn State?
He's not going to be available. He's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
think
gone.
somebody's going to grab
I don't think the
before.
quarterback's going to go
Well,
as high as
No, the quarterbacks.
The Giants will end up
second
taking them.
they want. They
I
want
think Travis
Giants are
Hunter will
third.
go as a
They
kid.
want-
Carter will go, and
They
then
need a
maybe one
quarterback.
quarterback. And I think then you either pick the offensive tackle or
Is-
D
who's,
line.
Here's a question for you.
who's the wide receiver that plays both offensive?
Travis Hunter.
Oh, Hunter
He'll be gone.
for Colorado.
Here's a question for you. Would you trade Milton for a first round pick?
You wouldn't get a first round.
Yeah,
pick.
you don't
You
see
wouldn't get it first round.
But no, I wouldn't trade him because now you got your backup.
Yeah.
You know, and look
He's
at
amazing.
Look at
Yeah,
the NFL
Brissett's
season.
done.
How
He's
many
going.
starting quarterbacks get
Who's
hurt?
going?
Yeah.
And then you got
Oh,
somebody you
yeah.
can slide right in there. I wouldn't touch it. I would
touch him?
I would leave him.
Well, they say
would-
the first
I'm
if
with
you
you.
look at the top 10 picks every year, they say it's edge, it's offensive tackle or D end.
Yeah, agreed.
It's corners and quarterbacks.
That's right.
Corners, quarterbacks,
Right.
tackles, edge.
Right.
Yeah. But not. I mean, there's exceptions, right?
Sure.
But it seems
There's
like
always
that's-
But there's no like no brainer this year. You know, I mean, everybody says Travis
No, there
Hunter.
isn't.
Yeah, probably, but I mean, who knows? But there's no like
And the
quarterback.
quarterbacks aren't
Right.
up here where everybody.
No.
Is there a tackle rated that high? Offensive tackle.
The kid
Yes.
from LSU, I
The
think.
LSU, he's
Oh,
a left
he's not. I
tackle.
thought you were saying.
Yeah, he
What
was
about that kid from Texas?
he's good too.
Who? The
Left
second-
tackle. He's really good.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was good.
They're
Yeah.
both.
He
They're
was-
both.
I hope
right
I hope
there.
you're right. I hope they take a lineman. They have to. I don't know how they can.
I think lineman either side.
It's
of
the most
ball, you can't go
important
wrong,
thing they need.
really.
Who was the guy you was talking about from Notre Dame?
No, from Michigan.
Michigan.
There's a defensive lineman who dominated.
Yeah.
If you watched the Ohio State game, he was unbelievable against Ohio State.
I saw a fantasy pick that was done, and they picked
Yeah,
him for the
he's
Patriots.
real good.
You know who I thought was tremendous is the tight end from Penn State.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that
that's
guy.
good.
That guy was great.
Yeah, I don't know how he's rated.
What
The
is
experts
what was
know.
his name again?
Warren.
Tyler
Warren. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
number
fabulous.
44.
Yeah, 44.
God,
He was a load.
Massive
was
and
a
athletic.
That
And
kid
he can run.
Yeah,
he run.
he'll go first round for sure.
Yeah.
He reminded me a little bit of Gronk. I don't know if he's as tall as Gronk.
Yeah, I don't think he's
Maybe
that
even a little more athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
than Gronk's
Yeah.
here.
Did you guys see the Colorado game against who was it? Texas. And Texas ended up. It went into overtime, and Texas ended up winning it, but Colorado took them to overtime, and they had this kid that was playing for
no.
Colorado.
That was Arkansas or not
No.
Arizona State.
Arizona State. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, you're
yeah,
right.
Arizona
Arizona
State,
State.
yeah.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
the running back.
Yeah, the running back.
He did
Steve-O.
unbelievable in the playoffs.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Scott Scatterbo.
Oh,
Scatter, yeah, Scatter.
Oh yeah.
He was incredible.
He almost won the playoff
Yeah,
game by
he
himself.
did.
Didn't
He
they? Wasn't he the only? Was it a bowl or whatever? He was the MVP of the game for the losing
Yes.
team.
It's in
Yeah.
the playoffs.
Yeah,
It was
the
the
playoff
playoff.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
That
was
was
a
that
great
was.
game.
I
That
was
was so
texting
bad.
you guys.
Yeah.
Texas pulled that one out. That was like Kansas City.
Yeah, exactly.
They were pulling it out.
Well, the fourth and 13, they threw a touchdown. to
Yeah,
go about
yeah,
to
that
lose
was
the
a
game.
great game.
Was the Ohio State game unexpected?
Which one?
No,
Beat Notre Dame.
no, I didn't think so.
No.
Ohio State's
No,
already-
I'm surprised Notre Dame scored 23,
Yeah,
to be honest.
that was
I thought they would have a hard time scoring.
Yeah.
And they did for the most part to the end of the game. But you know what? Here's the thing about the Texas-Ohio State game. It was a 7-point game.
Yeah,
He had first and goal. Here's my
the
question.
one.
Why isn't Arch Manning in the game?
I know.
Right?
That's how they ran.
Run
All
or
year
pass.
long.
You know, it gives you that built-in option.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
I
why
mean,
it
and
becomes
they've done
down
it
to
many
coaching.
times. I mean, I would have put him in and say, hey,
Yeah, 3 times.
good luck,
4 times.
good luck trying to figure out what we're going to do, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because,
Imagine that 21-14, you're on the 1 yard line.
oh,
Yeah, and you end up with
You get stuffed.
4th and
with
goal at
second
the
and
10.
2.
yeah.
And then it's
And the next
28-14.
thing, yeah,
Game
next thing
over.
you know, 28-14.
Yeah, you get strip sacked and he runs back.
Guys, we got 30 seconds left, all right, before we get off. Quick question. How do Patriots do if Vrabel does well with his draft picks and gets some players?
What's the record?
Their record. Are they going to be
7-10.
500?
Yeah,
7 and
I'm with John. 7-10, 8, 9 at the best.
I was going to say
Their
6
schedule's
and
not
11.
as
No,
heavy
it's
as that.
is it?
No,
They
it's
lose
not. It's
more
No,
not.
it's a light schedule this year. So they
got-
can win 7 or 8 games.
I just like the way Vrabel handles himself.
I do
you
too.
know, he's just
No
Like a coach.
nonsense.
And,
Yeah.
no nonsense. Right?
and I agree. And I think May could be a special quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He looked like he
you got to
could.
get some people around him.
Yeah,
I want to see
exactly.
improvement throughout the year. That's all.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we saw that this year. I liked the fact that as a rookie, he was able to look. He's going through progressions, and a lot of times rookies they just they focus on that one guy.
Right.
And I thought May did a good job going down his progression.
And he extends those plays.
Yes, he does. The legs when he
He
needs
did a
it.
good job surviving.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, he did.
Absolutely.
That was half the battle for him.
All right.
You look tired, buddy.
Let's wrap it up for Billy.
Billy needs his blankie. Where's his blankie? Mary, he's coming. All right. Super Bowl show.
Wait until you get to be 73.
4 Philadelphia's, 2
I'm already there, bro.
You're tired now.
Kansas City's. You be the judge. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.